Guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is June 6, 2024, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Alright guys, so we have some urgent information coming out. If you can, please share this video. And we have a big breaking news red alert I want to share to you guys. And it says here, the Bear warships, look at this, and at least one nuclear-powered submarine along with strategic bombers are being deployed off the U.S. coast, according to U.S. official. The Bear warships will head to Cuba and Venezuela. I called it. Yesterday, I called it, and I warned that the Bear is heading towards Cuba and Venezuela. Red alert. Alright, we're going to see what's going on here, guys. And we have breaking news updates. They're going to send a nuclear-powered submarine. That's going to be, again, that's not too far from the state of Florida, man. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Byrne. Thank you, 4-6. Thank you for keeping the sleeping giants safe. Now we got this big monster is heading towards Cuba. Cuba! You guys already know 1960, right? You already know the 60s, right? With JFK and Cuba and the Bear. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Let me just read the title really quick. If you can, please share this video. In permanent comeback formation off the coast of the sleeping giant, the Bear ships and the state-of-art submarine with hypersonic zircon or supersonic and others will come. There is a strange announcement by Cuba. Whoa! Cuba strange announcement? What is it? Let's see what's going on here, guys. This breaking news is coming out right now. If you can, please share it. Give this video a thumbs up. And again, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago. My address is highlighted yellow. I want to thank everybody so much for the love and support. Either through PayPal or the super chat or the super thanks. Thank you so much. Your support truly helps out. Thank you so much, guys. Alright, we're gonna start from here now. So the Bear warship will head to Cuba and Venezuela, and after the exercises are completed, they will remain in the region until the end of the what? They're not going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So guys, after the exercises are completed, they will remain in the region until the end of summer to conduct new exercise in the fall. They ain't going nowhere. They're staying there. Oh. I thought it was going to be a couple of days, you know, exercise drill and whatever, possibly talk to Cuba leader and Venezuelan Maduro. But yeah, they're going to stay there till October or November. Oh, wow. So it is noted that the Bear capital did not warn the sleeping giant about these exercises, and this military development seems to have a permanent basis. It says here the sleeping giant navy is trying to determine whether the Bear warships and submarines are carrying nukes. Oh man. Oh, or carrying some special cargo for Cuba and Venezuela. Oh man. Remember, the Bear leader said yesterday that he's gonna start sending long range to other lands because the sleeping giants are sending their long range to the yellow and blue country. The Bear moves fleet and air force for military exercises due to growing sleeping giant support for the yellow and blue capital. I told you last year, I'm like, the Bears should do the same thing. The Bears should send stuff to Cuba. If the sleeping giant sending stuff to the yellow and blue, the bear should send stuff to Cuba. I mean, if the sleeping giant could do it, how come the bear can't? That's where we at right now. That is where we at right now. Cuba confirms, clarifies that there are no nuclear. Okay, so Cuba is coming out saying there's no nuclear. There's a possibility they said this with their finger crossed. Who knows? A group of the bear ships, including nuclear-powered multi-role submarine, will soon arrive in Cuba. This is stated in a statement released by the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Cuba. According to the announcement, a naval group of the Northern Fleet is crossing the Atlantic and heading for Cuba. From June 12 to June 17, 2024, an official visit to the port of Havana will be made by a group of ships of the Bear Navy consisting of 4 vessels. Now, this visit is related to the historic friendly relations between Cuba and the Bear and strictly adheres to international norms. So, again, the Bear has every right to be there. International water. And just like the sleeping giant, they have their stuff in international water out there near Taiwan. And they've been out there for many years, 10 years. The bear is only going to stay only for like to the end of summer. The bear ain't going to stay there for years. They're not like the sleeping giant. It says here, once again, this visit is related to the historic friendly relation between Cuba and the bear and strictly adheres to international norms, the Cuba Defense Ministry said, adding that there are no NUKE on the bear ships. Are the bear telling the truth, though? Why is there no official announcement from the bear capital? Is it just these ships, or are there other bear submarines in the area? Keep messing with the bear. Keep messing with the bear. See, everything was fine, and now we got to worry about the bear out there in the Caribbean. Everything was fine until the 4-6 came in, and all of a sudden he's doing all this crazy stuff and pointing the finger that the bear is bad. Well, the bear is gonna get bad because you're forcing the bear to do these things. Cuba Ministry of Defense was the first to announce the arrival of the Bear warships. As of late Thursday, the Bear Defense Ministry or Northern Fleet had not made any official announcement regarding Havana as the first destination for the trip, which is said to last several months. Once again, you have the NEWS sites. A sleeping giant officials as saying long range will also take part in the exercises. Long range. Remember what the bear leader said? I should give long range to friendly countries. And so they could point it at NATO and the sleeping giant bases. These will be the first simultaneous air and naval exercises the Bear has conducted in the Caribbean since 2019. The sleeping giant interprets it as a response to the sleeping giant support for the yellow and blue and an intensification of the sleeping giant exercises with NATO allies. There's videos, there's pictures here, guys. I'm going to share this information on my Twitter page. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Alright, here we go, guys. So you have this very powerful sub loaded, possibly with hypersonic, zircon, and all these powerful equipments. The Bear is reportedly sending the 22350, I'm going to skip that name, sub carrying zircon. Again, those are very powerful stuff there, guys. Those are very powerful. We do not want to see that getting close to the sleeping giant. Once again, it's a class nuclear power submarine, and you had the academic tanker and other powerful equipments that will follow. All right, so this sub is the first vessel of the Bear latest class frigates that the warship that entered service in 2018 carries Zircon and all these powerful cruise equipment, as well as others anti-sub missiles. Yasen class submarines. Now, once again, this sub here was built in 2017 and entered service with the Northern Fleet in 2021. And is powered by a fourth generation KTP-6 nuclear reactor. Now, the sub is said to be the quietest in the Bear fleet. That's a very disturbing name there. The visit to Havana next week will be the first overseas port visit of a Yasen-M class submarine. Now, I told you yesterday, and I posted a video last night, that there's going to be a handful of these equipments. And ladies and gentlemen, we are getting some updates today. We're getting hypersonic, submarine, multiple ones. There's a lot of stuff. A handful of stuff is heading towards our region. And I live in the state of Florida. All I need is binoculars and I'm good. This sub class submarine is the upgraded version of the Yasen, and skip all that. This submarine and incorporates significant improvements over the original class, such as increasing the vertical missile launchers from 8 to 10 and reducing the torpedo tubes from 10 to 8, resulting in an increase in the ability to carry from 40 to 50 cruise missile type. The Yasen class of sub was designed by the... Okay, we're going to skip a lot of this stuff. So they basically talking about the companies that built this thing, which is very important. But again, I'm just going to skip it. This is the one right here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. So once again, to strike enemy ships, Yasen class sub carry Onik missiles with a range of 320 kilometers, nauticals, miles, or 592.64 kilometers. In contrast, in the land strike role, the sub carries some, guys, these are some very powerful equipment. This thing would do some, cities. I don't know how they allow the Bear to just come with these powerful ones. I mean, caliber, and then you have the hypersonic one. I mean, like I said, guys, these are some very powerful equipment. Very, very powerful ones. We do not want to see those things close to the sleeping giant. Again, this stuff here, those equipment were meant for WW3. You have Zircon. I mean, wow. The upgraded Yasen M-class sub can also fire Zircon against ships and land targets, which are said to have ranges of 1,000 kilometers and a speed of Mach 8. I mean, there's no way a sleeping giant missile defense system could stop that thing. If that sub is in Cuba, they could fire that thing towards the sleeping giant. Sleeping giant won't have time to take that thing out. It will hit anywhere in the sleeping giant. Recently, the commander of the sleeping giant army, Northcom Forest General, said before the Senate Armed Services Committee, the Bear is increasingly deploying Yasen submarine in the region. Now, the risk absolutely increases. In the last year, the Bear has also deployed the Yasen in the Pacific. Is Dmitry vision, his vision coming true? Dmitry, you can find a video on YouTube. Dmitry had a vision that There was a submarine in the Pacific. There was a submarine in the Atlantic. It belongs to the bear. And he saw that it was firing some very powerful stuff into the sleeping giant. Alright, so it says here the bear is increasingly deploying some very powerful subs in the region. Oh, what do you expect? Leave the bear alone! No, they want to keep messing with the bear because the yellow and blue comes first. And we are willing to move heaven and earth to help the blue, the yellow and blue. Now, not only in the Atlantic, but we have them in the Pacific, man. And it's just a matter of time, probably a year or two. I give it that time frame to, not like the article in 2029 we're gonna see WW3. Oh, we're about to see something right now, pretty soon. All right, so once again, probably a year or two before this thing hits the fan. So this impact reduces the decision-making space for leader once in a crisis period. According to Edward, the Sleeping Giant Base Rand Corporation, the Yasen class sub are the jewel of the modern of the Bear Navy and perhaps the pinnacle of current of the Bear military technology. So one of the best of the best. The Sleeping Giant had been looking for it for weeks. Oh my. Ay. They knew about this all along, and they keep things to themselves. For the first time in the Bear history, the Bear Navy can threaten a European coast, or in some cases, even the continental Sleeping Giant with extremely high precision equipment, said Michael, a director of the Institute of Naval Studies of the Bear at the Naval, skip all that, of the Sleeping Giant. Also, the Yasen is the quietest of the Bear-made submarines, according to a 2009 report by the Sleeping Giant Office of Naval Intelligence Assessment. You know how a lion catches their prey? Quiet. You don't hear nothing. Absolutely nothing. And these lions that will, that's it, got you. And when they say this sub is one of the quietest, you can't see this thing, but it's right there in front of you. That's why the Sleeping Giant is like, we've been looking for this thing for weeks. It's like a lion. They are also among the most capable subs in the world. For example, in 2014, the officer in charge of subs at the Sleeping Giant Naval Sea System Command said he admired the K-560 Severodvinsk and kept a copy of it on his desk. We will face strong opponents. One only has to look at the... I'm going to skip that name there, guys. I truly apologize. So I am so impressed with this ship that I had Carderock Naval Test Center build a model from unclassified data. In 2019, the Sleeping Giant official revealed that the you-know-what had been floating in the Atlantic in 2018 for weeks, and the Sleeping Giant could not find it. It's a big sea, and I guarantee the bear has been parked right in front of the Rotten Apple for the past couple of weeks. Update! The Bear fleet of warships are heading to Havana to conduct biblical war games in a Caribbean port calls across the South Sleeping Giant as the Bear moves into the Western Hemisphere. The Bear will soon begin their exercises in the Caribbean near the Sleeping Giant borders. Is this the reason why Joe closed the doors? Is this the reason why the Sleeping Giant leader announced 2 days ago that he's going to close the Southern? Boom. Warship have already been sent there for these purposes. And that's where we at right now. We are seeing it, we are living it, and we are witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. Is that a dragon? What is that? Is that a dragon? Give me a second here, guys. Let me zoom that in. Zoom. 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 And zoom. What is that? What in the world is that symbol? It looks like a dragon with wings, and it has a crown. It has a crown on its head. Hold on, give me a second here. Give me a second. That is the bear sub. That's that new sub. I truly apologize, guys. Give me a second. Zoom. Zoom. It looks like a dragon, and it has a crown, and it has wings. I don't know what that word up there says. You know, the book of Revelation does speak about a dragon. And in the book of Revelation, it does speak about what was it? 10 crowns, 10 nations, or 10 kingdoms. What do you guys think? Give me a second here. What's that picture from? Give me a second. What's the name of this sub? What's the... Okay, Yasen... Okay, give me a second here. Let me see. I'm gonna have to do some research on this sub. Give me a second here. Hold on. Why is there a dragon? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to look for some information here. I want to... Whoa. I'm trying to see something here. I guess this person might be asking the same question, right? What is this? Why are the Yasen Submarine... What? Okay, so this one here got to be different. I don't know. That's probably not the submarine story. That's probably something else. See, you have this picture too. You have this picture here too. See that one? That's the same picture. You can't see it, but that's the same picture. I wonder why they have that dragon in front of the sub. It doesn't give an explanation, guys. If you have any info, leave comments down below. Give me a second. I'm trying to look for it. Yeah, there's no reason, guys. I don't know why they have that. I don't know. I'm just looking at that logo, and I see these things, and I try to do some research. Got to look out for signs. This thing is just looking at it. It kind of reminds me of the Book of Revelation on the dragon, and this one has a crown and it has wings. And then on top, there's an X. There's a blue X. Kind of looked like the Holy Land flag for a second, but it's not. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me zoom it in one more time because I want to see it really, really, really close. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this. That's the one right there. That's the dragon. It has a crown. It has wings. Does it have sandals on? I don't know if that's sandal, but it has something here. It looks like it has something on its feet. All right. So that monster, this thing is going to be not too far from the sleeping giant. And it's going to carry some very powerful stuff. Like, very, very powerful stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you can, please share this video. For those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path. And that's the path of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Sunday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.